Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Moon Priestess Tarot. I'm Dee. I just want to apologize to you guys. I did get sick after Libra and Aquarius. If you watched Aquarius, my voice was completely like gone, shot, and it's just recently come back, so I do apologize. But we're just going to see the energy Spirit has for you guys today. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Remember, it could be past, present, or future energy. So let's get into it. Also, very interestingly, on every deck I have for you guys, I broke on a 10. So this deck I broke on the 10 of Cups. This deck I broke on the 10 of Pentacles. And then my deck that I'll get advice with today, I broke on the 10 of Wands. So an ending, a significant ending could be significant to you guys, Gemini. So let's get right into it, okay? Okay, we have self-worth, number 32. That didn't come out. I had a feeling this was going to come out. Understanding. Oh, it's 2. Understanding, number 43. So it could be seeing a lot of 3s. Honesty, number 26. Okay. Risk, number 31. I see this card as the Fool card. So you could have had an ending, going into a new beginning, and I was thinking that too, but I didn't say it. Difference is number 36. So 3s could be significant here, guys. But let's see where the energy is at. Okay, let me move these up just a little bit. Okay. Oh, messages for Gemini Spirit. Messages for Gemini Spirit. Thank you. Too much. I should have took that first one though. It might come out or come back out. Well, Ace of Pentacles. It probably took a lot for you guys to walk away from this. You might have dealt with it for a long time. It could have been a family member too. You struggled, but then you just was like, fuck it, I gotta do it. If that resonates for anybody. Oh, came back out. 6 of Cups. Look, 10 of Wands. 4 of Wands reversed. The Sun and the 9 of Wands. Leo energy. You can have Leo heavily in your chart. The Chariot, Cancer energy. And those 2 cards came back around, so that's what I saw at first. Yeah, this was a hard decision for you to come to, but I think you realize, because you have the Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the 5 of Wands reversed, the Magician, the 5 of Swords reversed, and the 2 of Pentacles. You thought about this. You had a hard time with this for a long time. I feel like it just, whatever this was, stopped you in your tracks. But with the Magician here, I feel like this could have been like some karmic debt maybe that you had to deal with. Something to show you how to move along onto the next like journey of your life, you know? The Spirit, can you please clarify the Sun and the 9 of Wands for me? Thank you for all your messages so far. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups with the World reverse, the Two of Wands, and then the Eight of Wands. The Lovers in reverse on the bottom of the deck. The Sun reversed. The Knight of Swords, the Moon, Temperance reverse, Sagittarius energy, the Moon, Cancer, Pisces energy, the Sun, more Leo energy, the Lovers, Gemini energy. So a lot of major arcana, guys. And then the Seven of Wands. I just feel like, even though like the Wheel of Fortune reverse isn't here, the world is in reverse. It just feels like you were in a revolving door. Like that's the energy I'm getting. Like with the Sun though, I feel like something, like you had an epiphany moment, or like just like this aha, like something was revealed to you here, and it made you feel like, with the Nine of Wands, like I was fighting so hard. I was fighting so hard for what, to continue to be happy, to continue to keep going in this circle. And it was like you wanted to move forward, and you probably had a plan to move forward, but it always got delayed with the Eight of Wands reverse. And it just, with the Lovers too, just feel like you didn't have that balance, the nurture that you were putting into it, which has been a recurring theme in like all the placement readings. Like all the love and all the balance that you've been putting into this situation, you weren't getting back what you needed. The Sun in reverse, you weren't getting the happiness that you were seeking. And it could have been something that was said that, give me 1 second guys, sorry about that, my fire sign baby. But whatever this is for you, Gemini, it feels like every time you try to take a step forward, this situation kept you in the dark, in an illusion, guarded, off kilter, off balance. It kept you in a state of unhappiness, and it feels like you tried to get out so many times, but I feel like you just was like, enough is enough. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, I felt like you literally like had word vomit. Like everything just came out, and you were like, I can't like do this anymore. And even if you didn't say this to anybody, even if this was just like something that you said to yourself, that you know, just like told yourself like, I can't do this anymore. I have to move on. I have to move forward. I have to move out. I have to end this relationship. I have to end this friendship. I have to end this contract. Whatever it is, you were tired of feeling like you were repeating something over and over. Even if it's like day-to-day stuff. I just feel like with the Chariot as your overall energy, I really feel like you kind of just like ran out of there after, like, with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse just being there so long. Like I'm like getting rushing energy, and I feel like you just had so many conflicting thoughts about it. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So in the reverse, it's usually like a missed opportunity, but let's see. Spirit, please clarify the Ace of Pentacles for me. 3-5 messages so far. The Hangman, and this deck is called Perspective. But so Pisces energy, you could have just been trying to listen to your intuition, go with your gut. The Page of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups reverse, and then the Ten of Cups reverse. And then the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords came back around, the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. So 6 could be important to you guys. The Fool, and then the Magician reverse. It feels like you have to change your perspective on what happiness is what fulfillment is to you. because like here you thought this was going to be your end all be all, but at the same time it was repetitive. It didn't nurture you the way you needed to be nurtured. It feels like you have to change your perspective on what your new beginning is, what your stability is, whatever from your past that makes you feel like you aren't enough. You might not feel like you have all the tools, as they say with the magician. You might not feel like you have everything you need to either like survive on your own or get something new. You might feel like letting this go is you missing out on something, but I'm not getting that. I feel like once you let this go, because it just feels like that. Like you feel like if you hang on to this, because it feels like it's something else you want to do, and you really thought that this was it for you, and now maybe you think you're missing something without this. But the Fool is here. You have a new beginning here, but you have to change your perspective on how you want to move forward. What is stability to you? What is happiness for you? What is going to fulfill you emotionally? What is going to have you have that stability and knock these burdens off of you? Because for some reason, whatever you said or whatever you did, now you're feeling like, oh shit, did I fuck up? And I'm not getting that. I feel like you had to say whatever it was, whatever needed to be said. I'm feeling like you had to let this go, because if you didn't, it would have kept you stuck for even longer. It would have kept you feeling like you were just repeating over and over and over again. Even like with the white and black cat on this card, is like, because differences was on the bottom of the deck, so you weren't seeing eye to eye with somebody. You weren't seeing like what it was anymore. You didn't see the balance in this, and now Spirit is telling you to be honest with yourself and take a leap of faith. It has to do, and self-worth was your first card. I lost my train of thought. I'm so mad now, but you have to choose yourself in this situation, whatever this is. Like I said in the beginning, ending a friendship, a relationship, moving on from a job, whatever it wasn't healthy for you anymore. The love wasn't there anymore. So Spirit is trying to get you to change your perspective on how you move forward. What is that stability that you need now? Because it kind of feels like I'm getting energy of you kind of having to go at this alone without any help from anybody. You could have ended something with family. Could have ended a marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been that way. And the energy surrounding, you have the Six of Cups reversed. So it could have been a long-lasting relationship that you had to let go of, and it could be heavy for you. I mean, in your potential outcome, you have the Four of Wands reversed, so you could have, or probably are choosing to break a home, to move out, to find a new path, a new journey. Spirit, please clarify the Six of Cups reversed. Oh, well. The King of Cups, Judgment, the Six of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Pentacles. But Spirit is telling me to put it back. But I'm just getting you need to choose yourself, love yourself, because what you were in before, it was very ego based. The Lovers reversed. Spirit, please clarify the Six of Cups reversed. Oh my gosh. My cards have been jumpy all day. The Knight of Wands, the Fool, the Seven of Cups. I saw it when it flipped. The Four of Wands reversed. The Sun on the bottom of the deck reversed. The Ten of Pentacles reversed. The Eight of Cups. The Devil. Oh my God. Temperance. And then the Six of Swords. And the roles could be reversed. This could be your energy too. Take it how it resonates, guys. But whatever this energy is surrounding you was very flighty. Kept you confused. They kept offering you new beginnings with the Fool here. Kept saying like, We could start over, we could have this, we could have that, whatever it was for you. Could be a job promising you a promotion, it could be a friend promising to change. But it just, like I said, it kept you in the dark, it kept you stuck. Ten of Pentacles to the Eight of Cups to the Devil to Temperance in reverse. This was a very off balance energy. And I feel like every time you tried to move on, it, for whatever reason, it like reeled you back in. That's why I was kind of getting like, enough is enough. Doing this on your own. Being honest with yourself. This situation constantly made you unhappy. And it was just like, it just gives that energy of like, this person or this situation doing whatever they can to get you to stay. But at some point, if I would have got like the Ace of Swords or something, you had like an aha moment to say enough is enough. I'm moving on from this. Like, even if you haven't made that decision yet, if you have been feeling like that for a while and you found this reading and now you're just like, yes, I've been feeling like this, I need to move on. You have to choose yourself. And one of my other readings had that, but I just don't remember which one it was. So in your challenge, you have the 10 of Wands. Spirit, please clarify 10 of Wands. Thank you for finding this. Yeah, that Knight of Swords, and then the King of Swords. It feels like, if you haven't done this yet, Gemini, look at all this energy falling out. If you 10 of Wands reverse, are you kidding? If you haven't done this yet, Gemini, which I'm thinking some of you haven't made the decision to walk away. Your challenge is, this is burdening, I can't even say it, burdening you so much to the point that you feel like you can't speak your truth, or you feel like you have to be cold, and you feel like you have to stay silent instead of talking. But that's not breaking you any fucking peace. With the Six of Pentacles reverse, Temperance, and Five of Cups, this is bringing you disappointment. And Spirit is saying it's time to recover this. This energy where you feel like you can't speak, where you feel burdened. The 10 of Wands, clarifying, the 10 of Wands reverse. It's time to let all this go. It's time to heal. And like I said, don't feel like the moon, your intuition is screaming at you, but you're ignoring it. The moon and the High Priestess, Pisces, Cancer energy. The fool, but yes, you have a new beginning. Didn't I just say at the beginning, this energy for me is like the Fool energy. Your intuition is screaming at you to let this go, and you're clinging on to it. And I don't know if it's because you've had this relationship for a long time, had this friendship for a long time. Empress in reverse is no longer nurturing. That could be a feminine maternal figure that keeps you held stuck. That might be why you have the Six of Cups here, because, nostalgic purposes. Some people feel like they can't walk away from their parents, if this is like a maternal figure. But sometimes if the relationship is unhealthy, you have to choose yourself. Literally, self-worth was your first card out. If this is causing you such a heavy burden, you have to let it go. I fucking love that the 10 of Wands clarify the 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It's time to heal. You have to let this go. Whatever truth you have to speak, whatever you have to say, and don't hold anything back. Be respectful enough to speak your truth, but don't hold anything back. If this person needs to know something, if this person needs to know that you kept them stuck, you kept them from healing, you kept them from growing, and it could just be like a subconscious thing. Like, you could have been like sleepwalking for years, not even realizing like this was a problem. And then you might have talked to this person like recently and realized the way this person talks to me, the way this person deals with me, or, whatever it might be, the way this job handles me, it could have been something that just clicked for you. Like, is this where I'm happy? Or am I fighting for something that's just not making me happy? Am I constantly repeating a cycle and causing myself delays instead of moving forward, finding a plan to move forward? If I walk away from this, am I missing the opportunity? Or it could be, okay, you think you get here and you get to the point where you think that this is your happiness, and then this energy comes back around, is promise you something, and then it's like I said, a revolving door, a repeating cycle. And with the Magician, I said there could be karmic debt here, and I feel like you're starting to feel that karmic debt, so you can move on from this. Okay, done preaching. Spirit, please clarify the Four of Wands reverse. That is a lot of energy. Four of Wands reverse, Spirit. Three of Wands, a regression. But I would only see it as a regression if it was reversed. The Five of Wands, Justice, and the Seven of Wands. You are Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles reverse, Eight of Cups, the Devil, Death. You know this is going to cause heavy conflict, but with Justice here, you are balancing your karma. You're setting boundaries and you're moving on. Like I said earlier, it could be a break at home, a relationship, or you just choosing a new path. And I know it feels disappointing in the energy right now to let it go with the Five of Pentacles. You could even feel like you're going to have a financial loss, but I don't get that. I get that once you let this go and you fulfill this karmic debt, that Spirit is going to freaking bless you, Gemini. But it's going to cause some issues with this energy. If you're dealing with a person, if you're dealing with a job, they're going to try their best to get you to stay. All right, Gemini, let's get some advice. But I just feel like you had your epiphany moment, Gemini. I feel like you realized, like, this is no longer for you. But there is a need to change your perspective on how to move forward. Spirit advice for Gemini. The Six of Pentacles to the Queen of Wands. The Emperor reverse, Aries energy. I said the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. Too much. Hold up. The Eight of Wands. I think my fire sign baby is at the door and I told him to give me a minute. The Three of Wands. The Two of Cups. The Knight of Swords. The Devil reverse. The Six of Cups. The Two of Wands. The Moon. I think this energy is going to try to come back around to you, and you're going to be in the Queen of Pentacles energy, and know that you don't have to have this energy around you anymore because it's going to cause you delays. Once you move on and not even like acknowledge this energy anymore, you're going to be on alignment into the right path. You could also meet a new soulmate with the Two of Wands. The Two of Cups. Don't be afraid to make the decision to cut this person off. The Moon is here, so listen to your intuition, listen to your gut. Okay? Shit. You saw that fucking Eight of Wands trying to flip upright? Give me one more second, guys. My fire sign baby is literally at the door just going nuts. Sorry for all the interruptions. For real, but... Alright. Advice for Gemini, Spirit. Advice. Oh. Okay, hold up now. That's a light. One card, Spirit, of advice for Gemini. I feel like Spirit just has so much to say to you guys, because I feel like some of you haven't made the decision to walk away yet, or to move on from this energy, whatever it is for you. The Spirit is like, you need to go now. Okay. You have forged, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Okay, 68, June 8th could be significant to you guys. I'm not going to try to do more math on that. But June or August could be very significant to you guys. Okay. If you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path, and you'll likely not even take the first step. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason you don't step forward and lead. Let it be the reason that you do. The most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission, or until the morning they wake up feeling ready. They take a deep breath, put one foot in front of the other, and figure it out as they go. They don't wait for someone to lead them. They lead themselves. This card is for leaders. You are here to pave a new path that hasn't been walked before. To go first and lead the way for others who are calling you in. If you feel misrepresented in the media, step forward for all those who also feel misrepresented. If no one's speaking out on the topics you feel passionate about, share your unique voice. There's no one on earth who comes close to possessing your unique combination of skills, gifts, and life experience. Don't look to those who have come before you to work out your path. Leaders must forge their own. Do it for your daughter. Do it for the younger you. Do it for the leaders who follow. When you go first, you make it easier for others to follow your lead. Forge, don't follow. Star Cecil Inquiry. How are you being called to forge rather than follow? How can you be the leader you wish you had? And that could also be in regards to like the maternal figure. Maybe they weren't the nurturer or the caregiver that you needed them to be. And maybe, I don't know if this will be significant to anybody, but you could be bringing a child into, you could be pregnant. And you are saying like you don't want to be like your maternal figures, like your mother figure, your father figure, whoever raised you. You want to be different from them. So you might gain a new perspective because you're like, how can I nurture the way I need to? That could be a storyline for somebody. But also, I was even saying like you felt like you probably didn't have the skills to move on or lead like the Oracle was saying. Like maybe you went for that promotion and they didn't give it to you, but you left that job to start your own business. Or when you leave that job, a management position comes in that you were looking for. Don't feel like you don't have the skills for anything. You always learn. Everything takes time. Advice for Gemini. Sometimes I feel like I don't make sense, but when I read the oracles, they feel like they could say things that I cannot say. But I feel like this could be a job for some of you. Like you're tired of doing the same old thing. You could be looking for a career change. You're tired of the roommates you have. You get a new roommate. I feel like it's a couple more, Gemini. One more. Okay, so we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. We have step out of your comfort zone. I feel this heavy. Nothing is yet set in stone. So don't be afraid to move on, guys. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. What was I saying? I felt like there was an ending here. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So the full moon coming up could be significant for you guys. And don't let your past hold you back. South Node. So I'll pull some love oracles. I read these as self-love too. If they're not about a person, but this could be you guys ending some form of a relationship with somebody. It could also be ego death too, with the karmic debt that you guys might be going through. Oops. Jesus, the cards when the cards are jumpy, that's when I know. Cause like I remember, I'm never gonna forget like fire signs. I know it's fire signs, but when I did those, they were jumpy as hell. Okay. You have a lot, Gemini. I don't know. Spirit been giving a lot of these to me lately. I don't know. So calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And I feel like once you end the cycle, like if you are looking for love, like a new soulmate will be coming in. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic interest. So if you guys were like worried about this relationship, I feel like once you choose yourself, you're going to bring in the right person. This could be the one. You're already met the romantic partner you seek. Codependency, addictions are affecting your love life. And that could be being like codependent with a parent or a situation. Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And that's for the people who haven't made the decision yet to move forward. Because I feel like some of you are still debating. So pay attention. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Advice for Gemini, Spirit. Advice for Gemini. Okay. Whoop. We have Yang, number 1, but I feel like there's another one. I know you guys don't want to hear me read, but we have the Fates, number 17, and then we have Between Worlds, number 3. So some of you guys, masculine energy could be off balance as well. But Yin is number 1. And it's in the reverse. So be mindful of the tendency towards an impulse action, overconfidence, and aggressive behavior. Think before you act. Least you find yourself in a situation that will lead to uncomfortable consequence. Be sure you really want what you're chasing after, because you might be sorry when you get it. The appearance of this card isn't cause for fear. For life is all about learning lessons. Perhaps temperance, diplomacy, and thoughtful consideration before making a move. Yeah, if you have been in this situation, or I'm kind of getting, because that Knight of Swords was in reverse and it kept coming out. Think before you speak. Don't be too harsh with your words, because I was getting like, remember I said earlier in the reading, like word vomit. Just be mindful what you say. Take your time to really breathe, take a deep breath. If you need to write down what you say or practice what you say, because I know sometimes in the moment you just kind of go off once you start feeling a certain way. But just kind of like be mindful, because I did get that feeling of word vomit, like you just keep going and going and going. You probably won't even remember what you say in the moment. So pay attention to the words that you speak. The face in reverse for me is like a karmic thing too. It's difficult, let's say the face number 17. It's difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up and greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that. For the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, be mindful of what you can and cannot change. Serenity will come to you. And then Between Worlds, number 2. Between Worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You're done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be, in a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There's a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what significance will probably not be I said that wrong. But what services will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing at a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. Alright, Gemini, last one. Okay, Spirit, any extra advice for what is on Gemini's mind at the time that they watch this reading? Well, shit. Just know when I put it back, I don't feel connected to it. So sometimes you see me put stuff back in the deck, just know that I just don't think it was meant to be at that time. Sometimes I'm wrong and Spirit spits it back out, but okay, so we have you're ready. We have unlikely. So I don't know what y'all was thinking about, but look for a sign. Spirit said wait. So for some of y'all, ask your angels, let go, ask others for help. On the bottom of the deck, you have within the next few months. So, Gemini, that was your reading. I'm sorry for my little fire sign baby interrupting a couple times. I hope this resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every single person who is here and rocking with me to the end. You guys stay blessed, and I will see you in the next one.